New details this afternoon after a stabbing at a Cook County grocery store. According to court documents, the suspect who worked at the store said he was looking for someone to hurt that day. 32-year-old Donovon Vondall from Grand Portage has been charged with attempted murder and felony assault. According to court documents, he was working at the store Saturday afternoon when the victim walked in. Vondall told authorities he had seen the victim in the store a few times before, adding that he looked friendly, but Vondall didn't like the look on the victim's face that particular day, so he stabbed him in the neck. Vondall eventually left the store as others inside helped tend to the victim. He was eventually taken to the hospital, but he is expected to recover. When authorities eventually arrested Vondall, family told them that he has schizophrenia but doesn't take medication for it. A judge set bail at $100,000, and a review will now determine Vondall's mental competency to stand trial.